Hi, this is Dan Brooks bringing you some commentary on Quarantine Cup number. Let me see what number is this. This is 36. So we've got Assemble Me versus IRAS 42. What's going on here? Gamble, Salt, Magpie, Colonies. Alright. Um, got a Forager open from Assemble. Magpie from Eurus. Looks like Forager. Magpie. Looks like a clear Forager. Playing pretty quickly. Not much to do on 5. I guess you could go Venture. Takes a Priest. Okay. Um, what is there to do here? I guess you thin down and go for Colonies, and that's about all there is to do. Alright. See the Magpie. So we see Forager Priest from both players. See Assemble Me, trashes a copper, pays 2. Is that going to be a pawn? Is that going to be a Hamlet? Takes a pawn. Okay, I think that makes sense. Yeah, there's no... Probably just going to be single priest. There's no draw. So 3, is that going to be second Forager? Is that going to be silver for merchant? It's a Hamlet. Interesting to... Interesting decision on that pawn. So let's say you take pawn. Let's say you try and run the peddlers. So magpies will run, peddlers will run. I think I like pawn a bit better than Hamlet. What do you buy on 6? Gamble? Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Actually, this is nice. If you play Hamlet and discard, you can... If he played the Hamlet, he would have 3 actions and play for double peddler. For Assemble Me, yeah, this looks like another nice gamble spot. I think I like gambling. I think I like the double peddler. Let's see. So now this is 3. I like pawn personally. It's Hamlet. I don't really see how Hamlet's better than pawn, right? I think they're very close, and I think neither of them... They're both cantrips with minor upside, but I think I prefer pawn. Hmm. Okay, so the magpie split... Well, magpies are definitely contested, so it's probably about 4-4 on magpies right now. Very even game. Peddlers... I don't... Wouldn't... Yeah, if Assemble Me purchased a gamble, the gamble would allow him to get more peddlers. I think Gamble's being under purchased, but the pace of play is also quite high. Um, so it could be that the players are playing at a speed such that it's hard to figure out optimal gambles. Like there, I think Gamble would have been a free roll for Eros to get multiple peddlers. Forager, copper, priest, copper. Okay. Like this has to be Gamble, right? Like you even bought these Hamlets. So I think you have to gamble to try and hit in action, and then after you hit in action, then get additional peddlers. I think it's too soon for gold. Well, the magpies are gone, so it's. So given the magpies in the deck, I don't think you want to gamble chain. It looks like they're electing to skip merchant, which is fine. Like I would just gamble then triple peddler, but they're like the estates are gone, so very very little that's bad could come of gambling here. Yep, that's the correct sequence. So ERAS probably has a Hamlet in the bottom five. I'm not tracking. It's a magpie, okay. Puts peddler on top. Silver. Interesting. So silver for ERAS indicates an intention to go into merchants, which is fine. The nice thing about Assemble Me's gold is it increases the likelihood of hitting platinum. Because what's happening here? So the peddlers are going to run. And then after the peddlers run, what happens? Yes, the order of priests and forger doesn't matter there. Pretty sure Assemble Me has gold in the bottom three. Yep. Hitting that actually is playing that magpie required. I don't think magpie should have gotten played there. Yeah, because playing the magpie guarantees the golden hand. If you don't play magpie, you can potentially gamble the gold. I'm not sure it's particularly impactful. Peddler, peddler, peddler. Okay. So now there's seven. All right. Um, so it's seven buys to end the game on Hamlets. I think the decks are only capable of like three, so I don't think there's a ton of pressure. Um, see, so it could be priest for two, and then forager for another two, and that's 11. So that should be platinum gamble, which would leave five. So just for reference, the way gamble works is um, so it refunds the buy. So it's essentially two to play a treasure. So for gold and platinum and perhaps venture, you're actually getting more coins than you're putting into it. So if you buy a platinum, if platinum's the top card of your deck and you gamble, you just get plus three coins. So that would have effectively given ERAS another three coins there. Let's see if Assemble Me spots it. Trash the Copper, Forager, play, Platinum, gamble, Platinum. No, yeah, with the extra 3 coins would have upgraded that gold to a Platinum. Gamble is a very good, just for, gamble is a very good event. Alright, so if we're playing this board without gamble, like it's mostly just slower, right? Like you just have less coins. When you buy a platinum, it doesn't refund the 3. So strategically, the board plays the same. It's just a bit slower. Given the current decks, I think the game is going to end on colonies because the only way you can get buys is by giving up cards with pawn and hamlet. And, well, like, it's just slow. If you buy a bunch of hamlets, the person who's taking platinum over hamlet is going to is gonna grab colonies, and you won't be able to catch up on points. So and platinum work really well with both gamble and magpie. So I imagine, I imagine the platinum colony path is going to be good. Colonies are interesting. You can discard them to hamlet. So deck's gonna slow down a bit when greening happens. You can priest the forager. Oh, but the thing is that, like, yeah, maybe you actually forager the priest. Foraging the priest would make some sense. I think Assemble Me won the peddler split, so I wouldn't be surprised if the bottom 2 cards were peddler. Maybe they're colony peddler. I mean platinum peddler. I'm not going to check the log, but I'm going to guess his bottom cards are peddler platinum. So if he gambles and hits peddler, he shouldn't draw. Okay, I'll check the log. Okay, so it's not platinum. Wow. Yeah, so the bottom 2 cards are peddler. Assemble Me has 7 peddlers. Oh. So I think attendance is slightly lower this week, so I will, there is a chance that I will actually play some games if there's a long enough queue. So this could be the first time that the commentator makes top 4. I doubt it. I doubt I'm going to play enough games to make top 4, but definitely in the running. So let's check, did Assemble Me figure out that his bottom 2 cards were peddler? He did, and he just bought platinum gold. Okay. He had what? He had 17? If he had 17, he could gamble, peddler, draw peddler, go to 15, fly platinum, go to 6, and then gamble the platinum, go to 3 plus 5 to 8. Wait, no, 6 down to 4 plus 5. Yeah, so he could have actually, Assemble Me could have bought double platinum there again using the gamble trick. Yeah, here again, I guess you could buy. So if you have 17 and you buy platinum, that takes you down to 8. Then you gamble the platinum, you go down to 6, but then the platinum takes you up to 11. So that could have been Platinum Colony instead of Venture Colony. Let's see. So here we have Peddler coming in. I wonder. I wonder what the best sequencing of cards is. I don't think it particularly matters. Nice. Okay. I'd probably leave the Forager, coin by the pawn. I guess you could even like, is there a world in which you can like pawn gamble it? I suppose pawn plus gamble just gets you buys, right? So that's not super useful. But I guess if you have 2 buys and you want more. Oh, okay. So this could be platinum, gamble. Well, that's aggressive. But I think, yeah, I think it puts Assemble Me in a good spot. To directly beat that, your ass would need Colony and 3 salts. And I don't think that Eurus's deck hits 22 and that many buys. This is 2 buys, okay. Venture, okay, what does that hit? That hits nothing. This is a really sad situation, yeah. Like you could take a colony and then salt like a non-colony pile. I think whatever you do, Assemble Me wins here. So Jack Crispy King says Venture, how did that happen? Uh I think Eras took Venture on 5 early on, maybe turn 7 or so. Turn 9, I don't know. Yeah, I guess one problem with the Venture is that if you draw your entire deck, it's obviously it doesn't do anything. Um, it gets better the more colonies you put in your deck because you can draw deck early game on this board, but once you put a couple colonies and maybe a couple provinces in your deck, Magpie's the only draw, so you're likely to not draw. Magpie gets trashed, and this is a win for Assemble Me. That was like a nice pivot from Assemble Me, like taking the colony lead and then putting pressure on colonies with salt. So I think Teak has a game. Okay. Oh. So I'm gonna wait for someone to join Teak's game. All right. All right. I'm gonna tell people in chat to join this table. Cool. All right. So we have Eros again. Let's check it out. So I'll bring up the Kingdom tab. Yeah. So for board evaluation, start with. So it's really good. Nothing super good here, like Monument, Quarry, Tormentor, Forager, all fine, but nothing stellar. In terms of cards, Way of the Goat makes everything trash, and Pursue makes it possible to skip cards. That makes Forager less useful. Like, you probably won't need Forager if you can just goat everything. So let's see. So in trashing, there's Way of the Goat. There's no junking. Walled Village and Ghost Village are the two villages. There's Vault and Tormentor is the only draw. I think Tormentor is much better than Vault. So with Tormentor, yeah, maybe get a Quarry, play some Ducats, play some Monuments, and get some Imps and stuff. Sounds fine to me. Let's see how this is being played. We see Forager and Lighthouse Tormentor for Uras. That's pretty nice. And we have Quarry Forager for Teak, and it's now Teak's turn 3. So Teak gets a Forager also. Those Imps are going to be pretty important because draw is hard to come by on this board. On 1, like, you could take a Forager. I don't mind Forager. Like, Forager is nice because it's a non-terminal trasher, whereas if you go with Way of the Goat, you need to spend your action. And I guess Tormentor needs to come down before, like, to get an Imp, Tormentor will only get you an Imp if it's the only action played. I like Ducat as a card here, so Teak takes a Ducat. See what Eros does. So Eros doesn't have a Quarry yet. Might want a Quarry at some point. Takes it there. Okay. So Teak has to decide if Lighthouse is worth it. I think Teak took a Ducat already. Oh, Goat is better. Yeah, Goat is the right play for sure. Takes a Silver. Not sure I like Silver in this board. I might try and like get thin and play with like Imps and Walled Villages and Monuments and Ducats and stuff. Like, all things being equal, I wanna get like a bunch of actions first, and for that I think Quarry's better than Silver. Wow, Tormentor? What? I really am not a fan of Way of Goating the Tormentor because early game is the easiest time to grab Imps. Later on, like, because early on the deck's sort of bad. It's not like here Eras could have given up a Lighthouse play to play a Tormentor for an Imp and a trash, and that's fine. But like later on when the deck is doing things, like you can't afford to give up your whole turn for an Imp. So I definitely like taking the Imps early. So I definitely would have postponed the trash for an Imp there. Okay, so it's Teak's turn, and Teak has 3. Was the Lighthouse in play from last turn? Oh, yeah, yeah, no, no, you're right, Jack Crispy King. The Lighthouse was in play from last turn. But like, okay. Yeah, well, I think that means that so it's a two-turn play. But the turn before, goat the Lighthouse so it's not in the way of the Tormentor, then Tormentor for Imp. But I do agree that if um, like with the Lighthouse in play, playing Tormentor for a Hex and Tormentor for a Trash are about equivalent. Like 2 coins in a Hex versus just a Trash. It's that's a pretty close call. Oh, Element Mario has joined the tournament. All right. I think Element Mario wins a pretty good number of these things. Or let's see, is there some way to check? Oh, and Xerix is here too. Okay, we've got some pretty strong players. Um, I wonder how many Element Mario has won. Let's see if it's in the pinned message. Element Mario has only won one of these things? Wow. I feel like Element Mario is normally like pretty high up in the standings. I think me no, you know what it is? I think Element Mario sometimes like joins, makes the top four, or like would have made the top four and then has to go. I think that's probably why. That's happened at least once, so I kind of suspect that's why Element Mario only has one win. I think the participant with the most wins who's playing is Xerix with 2 wins. I do sort of like that. This is intended to be a casual tournament, and I do appreciate that we sort of see a rotation of people playing, and so it's not like Steph wins every week or anything like that. Although I think Steph does have one win, which is cool. So I like that there's a variety of players and different people get to win. I think we over what did I say? 36 weeks. We've had counting the number of unique winners. We've had 17 unique winners. So about one unique winner every 2 weeks, which I think is a pretty good mix. All right, so I'll pay attention to the game again. We have a locusts come out. Um, so it looks like Badiris blocks with lighthouse. Okay, so no imps have come out. Um, 2 monuments. Looks like Ghost Town over Walled Village. Yeah, so given the current state, like the players are kind of advanced. It's likely too late to take any. Like at this point, the opportunity cost of taking a vault for 5 coins and a buy is probably less than the opportunity cost of an imp. Um, so I think Tormentor is mostly going to be on attack mode, getting blocked by Lighthouse. So the real question here is how much do you go for Monument? Like stacking those points up, building up, drawing deck, and at what point do you let your deck fall apart and start taking provinces? I think taking a province from the current state of the decks would be quite poor. I think that there's still plenty of time for a monument player to build up, start playing, 2, 3, 4 monuments a turn, and then gradually overtake the province player. So I don't think you can province yet. I think we definitely need to see some vaults come out. So we have a great comment in chat from Shanahan in all caps saying, It really helps if you post that you are taking a table. I don't mind. I love table snipes. I think it's part of the format. But I also usually do post if I sit down at a table. I usually post like playing so and so. Oh gosh, I don't know. If Shanahan posts in all caps, is it more fun to troll him or is it more fun to respect what he's asking for? Probably respect what he's asking for. Yeah, okay, so we've Tormentor coming down. Does Iris have a lighthouse in play? Iris does. Okay, so it's gonna get blocked. Oh, Iris has all three monuments, and Teak has the vault. Ooh, that's dicey. Cause really you want balance, right? Like, cause you sort of need a walled village, right, for action. The walled village goes with the monument, and then in order to draw the monument, you need a walled village and a vault. So like the build up here is actually really slow, really gradual. But I do think that like vaults, especially for Eras, are going to be necessary. Yeah, wow. Teak took a copper when he still has an estate in his deck. That seems interesting. For those of you watching on YouTube, which is everyone but Jack Crispy right now, I will have a deck tracking video coming out shortly. Um, and this is like a spot where deck tracking is important because there is a point where let's see how many is silver in the trash yet. Oh, the quarries got put. Why did the quarries get put in the trash? Quarries good. Um, but sort of like okay, like if there's a bunch of treasure in the trash and you want your forager to hit a bad card, sometimes it makes sense to take like an extra copper, an extra curse, um, for the forager to trash. But like you don't want to. Oh, Element Mario's gone. See ya, Element. Um, but it doesn't make sense to have too many extra copper, right? So it's this balance. So I think that's a spot where deck tracking is important, and I have a video with an interesting thumbnail that the Dominion channel helped me make on deck tracking coming out soon. So it's turn 12. Has Teak showed an interest in Monument? Did he grab a Monument? Overall, I think that the Monument deck is going to outpace the Province deck. So if Teak goes for Provinces and Uraas goes for um, like Monument, Walled Village, Vault, I think Uraas wins. But I think Teak still has plenty of time to buy like Walled Village Monument here, or even Monument. I think Teak has a couple of like copper. I'm not 100% sure. Let's see. Gonna check the standings. Okay, cool. So it looks like we have well, Element Mario got 2 games in. Cool. Okay. So far we have 10 players. Cool. So I think if players continue on with their current plans, I think I like Iris's chances with the Monument stack. I suppose Teak Vault as a card is quite good at Vault as a card is quite good at greening. But like at some point I think you just need Monument. I'm not sure what the village balance is here, but I either want Monument or Walled Village. Let's see. Don't know the village split. Ooh, it takes a coffer. Spicy. It goes for uses a coffer and goes for a silver. Okay. So it's pretty clear to me that Teak's plan is to Teak's plan is to buy provinces. I think that like Eros also has a 4 point lead, so I think that like overall it's gonna be pretty hard. I probably would have pinched the copper over tormenting. So if I'm Teak, I'm probably taking something like Walled Village Vault here. Um, just looks good to me. I don't like Forager this late. Like, is it adding? Is it adding like 3 coins or something? It's adding 3 coins, which is fine, but that is an interesting gambit from Teak. Like, if he doesn't think his position's good, he can like Forager silver, Forager gold. So foraging the silver and gold first would give 2 extra coins, so it would actually give Teak 16 here. Interesting. So foragers are on 5. This is a really curious play. So what I like about this is it drives the game toward a conclusion. What I don't like about this is like, so if Teak, wants foragers to be on 5, wants to end the game, the sort of obvious way to do it is to take provinces. But the problem is that if Teak takes a double province, which he could have this turn, then what happens is that of the next turn cycle, he draws hands with a bunch of foragers and provinces. On another table, Assemble Me defeated PQR. So congrats, Assemble Me. I might go like Province Walled Village here, Province Monument, like goes for Pursue, okay. Like Forger is fine, but Monument goes down. Okay, that's fine. If I'm Iras here, I think I want to start dabbing on provinces. Like, it's so much VP currently. Also, I think again, like Teak has the vaults, Iris has the monuments. I think the ideal deck has like a balance of monuments and vaults. Although like Forger and 5 makes things interesting. Like is Forger and 5 just better than Monument? The problem with the Forger is that it is that like it's hard to maintain the greening because like you need to forage a copper and you need to buy the copper. To be honest, I'm not even sure how good a 5 coin forager is, right? Because if you're buying the copper, then you're spending 2 cards for 5 coins and 1 buy. And okay, like it's very good on the last turn when you can forge your actions. But like on the intermediate turns, like you can't forge actions. Um, and so you're rebuying the copper, so it's really 2 cards for 5 coins, which isn't that good a rate. That's like a gold and a silver, which is fine, but it's nothing special. The nice thing about Forger that makes it better than a gold and a silver is that when you play Forager, um, like on the last turn, you can threaten you can threaten a wide pile up. Hmm. It's so funny to have 6 monuments in one deck and 4 vaults in the other. But I don't know, like the problem that I have, well, maybe Teak has a shot. Teak's down so many points, which is a problem. But like here, Teak, like if forage, vault, Teak could triple if he draws a gold and bins 2 actions. Bins the vault, interesting. I guess forge silver. And then Tormentor. So this is 21. Is this like province, something copper? A new vault. A new vault's reasonable, but that would kind of beg the question why. Honestly, I think it makes more sense to trash the Tormentor to Forager, right? Like, Vault has to be better than Tormentor at this point. 7 from Iras, which is sort of sad. Please take a Vault. Please. Vault is like, I'm begging you. Purchase me. Oh, double pursue. Okay. And Vault's still available. Nice. Okay, Eris grabs a Vault. Wonderful. Wonderful. All right, that makes me happy. So now it's kind of interesting because Teak is big enough that perhaps Teak can slam the provinces. If Teak grabs a gold, certainly that's a 8. otherwise, it's kind of interesting. So it draws 2. So T could hit 8 by discarding all the ghost towns. But what? What? Surely it's better to play the second vault. Like that would allow one ghost town in play. Yeah, so here I trash the tormentor, I'm pretty sure. And I think Teak's in a favorable position. Eurus maybe could have even been the ghost town to double. Because what's this for Eurus? Is this Province Duchy? Province Vault? It's a difficult spot. Vault actually does make a good amount of sense. Oh, Forger makes a good amount of sense too. Because the game has progressed enough that Forger, like what Forger does in the late game is it offers pile control. Right? Like you can go Forger, Trash Province, hit 16 double province to end the game. So Teak hits 8. Interesting. This looks like it's coming down to endgame tactics. Okay, so Envious Envious is the one that makes silver and gold cost less. Yep. So Jack Crispy is saying if Eris had a vault with the monuments, would have scored more monument points exactly. Because with 5 card starting hands, right? Like you can only play so many monuments, whereas if you want to get to a point where you're drawing deck and then you add, monument with village, then vault with village, monument with village, vault plus village. Um, so yeah, I would definitely aim to draw a deck on this board. Um, with the understanding that the buildup is going to be slow. It's going to be a very gradual exponential buildup because to play one extra monument, you need a monument, you need a vault to draw, and then you need 2 walled villages for the actions. So that's 17 coins to play one extra monument, but it's points and stuff. Um, so it's good. We have an undo coming in. So it's Iris's turn. Okay. Um, looks like it's not clear to me. It's not really clear to me that Iris wants to province. Maybe that's double duchy. I think I would lean on double duchy. You sort of have to give Teak credit for being able to double province fairly frequently with the five 5 coin salvagers. All right. So I think if Teak draws a vault, well, if Teak draws a forger, it's over. Um, I guess vault on his own doesn't do it. Maybe it does. Okay, this definitely does it. Easy 16. Teak takes it down. Yeah, strategically, I like Iris's monument strategy better, but I think that I think that Vault needs to get mixed in. And it is definitely creative to get Forager up to 5. And sometimes that just happens, although I think I prefer Monument Payload. All right. So it looks like Minion Pawn has a table. Let's see. Oh, it looks like the game just started recently, so let's check in. Okay, so click on Kingdom for everyone. We've got a game with Mountebank, Recruiter, Familiar, Doctor, some other stuff like Vineyards, Museum of Conquest for points. So maybe, yeah, trashing here, junking here, so a lot of trashing and junking, and then also a good draw. So let's get into the game. Let's see what the openings were. So we have Potion Dungeon for both players. It's kind of a nice opening. I wonder if... So, in familiar games with Mountebank, one thing that happens is that Mountebank is very good at giving out junk, as it like gives out 2 junk per hit. But like it gives out the first 4 to 6 junk cards very quickly, and then it slows down a bit. So it's interesting to see familiar in a Mountebank game. Did they have 4-3? They did. I might have tried a Doctor opening on 4-3 because because 4 lets you trash a card immediately with Doctor, and then what you can do is if you have a dungeon, like it cycles you to Doctor, but then you can discard your bad cards. And so dungeon helps you like let's say you have 7 cards, you play dungeon, you draw 2, you discard 2 estates, and then you Doctor the estates. So I really like dungeon type cards with Doctors. They help you get to Doctor, like dig through your deck, and they also give you more information. Like because if you know you have 2 estates in your discard, then you can kind of count the copper. So yeah, with Doctor Dungeon, then you don't even really care about the curses. So on 4-3, I think I would open Doctor Dungeon fairly, certainly over Dungeon Potion. Although Dungeon Potion is interesting. I just think Doctor Dungeon is a great opening. It might even be better than something like, I don't want to get myself in too much trouble, but it might be better than like a Recruiter Nothing opening or something like that. See, interesting silver. I guess silver over familiar because familiar, because the curses will be gone. Okay. Anyway, so it looks like we have a recruiter from both players. So now where does the game go? We have Talisman for Minion Pawn, which sort of indicates Vineyards. I think that given that both players have a potion, we're very likely to see Vineyards come out. Uh-oh. Let's see. So it's 7-3 curse split in favor of Minion Pawn. That's probably winning. We have Barge coming out already. We have an apology. An apology. Don't apologize. Just twist the knife. Hand out extra curses. Probably would not have discarded the curse there. Just taken the copper to discard because like dungeon could discard the curse. I think what was it in the last quarantine cup that I won? Oh man, I got so lucky that week. But what was it? I bought a knight, which was like sort of a dubious play. Like I opened with a knight, and then like I immediately hit. No, I hit my opponent's silver. Then I hit. I think they bought like a 5 cost like sentry, and I immediately hit their sentry. And then I said sorry, and then like 2 seconds later they resigned. That was just uh, given that I won, that was so amusing, you know. um, but that that's part of Dominion, you know, like um, shuffling the deck leads to a variety of outcomes, and you know, like if you're gonna play Dominion or if you're gonna shuffle a deck of cards under any circumstance, um, you know, like be comfortable with the fact that a range of outcomes are possible. Ooh, I like that. So Minion Pawn uses the talisman to grab a plunder. I think Minion Pawn is starting to run away with this one. Um, sort of, I'm not sure I love the vineyard. Like it's fine, but I think what Minion Pawn is going to be able to do is just very gradually, maybe second recruiter, just taking barge. Oh, because with the encampments you don't need the actions. Yeah, I think that Minion Pawn is gradually going to be able to like take the encampments, take the plunders. I do think that the decks are under trashed. I maintain that Doctor into Dungeon is clearly my preferred opening. Um, I think if you Doctor into Dungeon, you just stay thin enough that like well for starters you start with on turn 2 you have a 9 card deck, which is a big deal. Um, as opposed to, well, I guess with the Doctor it's 10, but you know like trashing the earlier like trashing earlier has disproportionate benefits because it speeds up. Like the sooner you trash, the sooner like you cycle through your deck faster. Um, I think Minion Pawn really needs like a second recruiter. But like, what do you buy here? I guess you buy like, ooh, ugh. Okay, coming back from a short pause there. Sorry about that. Yeah, Jack Crispy King says Province is strange. I agree with that. Like, I think that there's plenty of time here. I would probably go for at least for Minion Pawn, like the deck that I can see more of. I'd go with the second recruiter to clean up uh, for the Marshak family. Um, probably needs well, Marshak family is far away from being cleaned up and probably needs uh, probably several recruiters to have a real shot of getting cleaned up. I don't really love taking points at all. Um, like I don't want to draw a deck before taking points. Like I would really prioritize getting like these curses out of here. And also with conquest around, like I would definitely consider taking something like a sculptor just as a way to have another +2 points. Like Vineyard's okay, but I'm not feeling it. Alright, we have another vineyards coming down. I think that Minion Pawn is just so far ahead on everything. Having less curses helps. Well, the trick to Dominion is that if you draw your whole deck, there's no variance. You're just drawing your whole deck. That's the trick to Dominion. So, when you draw your whole deck, you're always lucky. Yeah, I think that they're just going to get farther and farther away from drawing deck. Like, I don't even think the game's that close to ending. Right? Like, well, maybe if Vineyards run, then Dungeon Talisman, but I think even at this point, I would take a Recruiter for both players. It's just really hard to draw through curses and copper and stuff. Like, and I suppose one Recruiter will theoretically get you clean, but I think two Recruiters kind of comfortably gets you clean, right? Because you need to get through like the 10 starting cards and then like on average 5 curses. So 2 Recruiters will get you through that in 7 turns if they're working full time. Looks like there's a long queue time. So Minion Pawn has a Doctor finally came out. Cool. Wait, but with Talisman, it's gonna be 2 Doctors. Oh no. Oh, that's pretty sad. Sad double Doctor. So I think that Minion Pawn. Oh, cool. Jack Crispy King is. Let's watch Jack Crispy King versus Teak. That'll be fun. Okay, draw. Recruiter. So it's almost a win. So Minion Pawn just needs Talisman, 2 buys, and 6 coins. Okay. Yeah, after this game, definitely want to watch Teak Jack Crispy King. And we're coming up on the last stretch, I guess. Well, I guess there's another 54 minutes. I might play 1 or 2 depending, like if people really need like if there's a shortage of players, I might step in and play 1 or 2. Dungeon? I wouldn't have been the estate at this point. But 2, like, is that encampment? That's estate, okay. Encampment might be more points with museum. I don't think Marshak family has one yet. Game? Alright. Well done, Minion Pawn. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, so Okay, so Jackra speaking. I'm watching your game right now, and you're in voice chat on Discord. So you're gonna need to leave, for, like just through this game. All right, he's gone. Thank you. Cool. So, let's see. So we got Butcher, Tragic Hero, Druid, Triumph, and let's see what Mouse is. The Mouse is Develop. Okay. So Mouse is Develop. So what are we doing? Like, probably get some Caravan Guards. So I think the main limitation here is that there's no village. So you can play Caravan Guards without a village. That's fine. You can also play Idols without a village, and that gives out curses. So you probably want to do that. And okay, so Druid doesn't have anything worth going for. Yeah, so it's like Butcher, Idol, Caravan Guard. Could just play Tragic Hero Money, but you're gonna have Butchers and Caravan Guard, so kind of like skipping the Tragic Hero, just go like Butcher, Caravan Guard, Idol. I do think Idol. I do think yeah, I would go for the Idols here. Well, it's kind of funny because okay, so there's some discussion in the chat about repeat matches. Yeah, I think something's going on. I think maybe Naismith 99 is playing a match right now. I think he's playing this morning. Let's see actually. Possession gauge. Oh no, Naismith is playing tomorrow. Okay. But weekends are a really popular time for Dominion matches. Let's see the game. Okay, so we have Butcher, Caravan Guard, and Idols coming out. Jack Crispy is going for the Tragic Hero. His comment in chat sort of suggests that he thought he might get a treasure from playing Tragic Hero. Jack Crispy says no activation on the board. Oh, no way to activate Tragic Hero. Okay. So you've got a Smugglers, which is actually pretty decent on this board early on. You can grab, before Province, everything's smuggleable, and it's kind of hard not to just grab a nice 5 like an Idol. I don't think there's any way to trigger Tragic Hero, even with Idol and stuff. Smuggling a gold is nice for Jack Crispy. I think given the state of the game, I think that probably like Idol's not doing much from this point on. Okay, so Teak has a clean 8. It's turn 10. Ooh, Mouses. Spicy. Um, this is kind of like a Butcher money deck. I think that coin tokens are very valuable. I would have gone coin tokens Province. Butcher money games tend to end fairly quickly because you can butcher province to province. So maybe like 5 or 6 provinces get purchased and 2 or 3 provinces get milled. So um, I think in a butcher money game I would have just taken the coin tokens. Coin tokens are very good in money greening situations because like a 7 that normally buys a duchy goes up to 8 for a province. Um, and that happens pretty commonly in these in these games. Okay, so repeat pairings are approved. I think I'll probably join the queue after this one. Um, I wonder what the odds of me making it in are. Let's see. Standings. Wow. 1-0 is currently yeah, Xerox and Assemble Me are both 4-0. Congrats to them. Minion Pawn is at 3-2 for 9 points. But other than that, fourth place out of 10 is actually 5 points, 1-0. So if I play a game or two, I could maybe make it into the top four, which I think I'll give it a go. Right, we've got 45 minutes. Maybe I'll queue up, do some commentary, and maybe backdoor a win. Let's see. Um, okay. Anyway, back to this game. It's gonna end pretty quickly. Teak could Duchy Province. I think I like Duchy Province. Yeah, okay. Oh, but then the smugglers hits the duchy and probably buy another duchy, right? I suppose Triumph gives the same number of points. Jack Crispy King looks like a very nice turn. So Teak, ooh, I think Teak has to take province, right? Is duchy? I suppose Teak could take duchy. Is Teak the player with two butchers, or is Teak is yeah okay? Given that like Teak has two butchers, so Teak knows that they're 80 something% through our butcher. So I think I like that play. So now Jaw Crispy has an interesting spot. I would go gold to province by duchy. Give out curse. That looks pretty good. And that forces Teak. Yeah, that forces Teak. I think it's almost impossible for Teak to make up 9 points. Yeah, I might. I don't know. I might. I might pivot from commentary to playing. See how this goes. So it's Jaw Crispy's turn. Like, to me, this is quite clear. This is Butcher Gold to Province, Idle, give out Curse by Duchy. I don't really think there's an alternative. Well, I suppose if you want to be very conservative, you could do the gold into a duchy, which I think is also winning. Now the question is, do you prefer the duchy or do you prefer the triumph, or do you want to go like copper triumph? Copper triumph is actually kind of curious, right? Because that's an extra point over the duchy and doesn't leave you with any debt. Yeah, I think I like that. I think I like a copper and a triumph. Could also be duchy triumph. Um, so what does duchy triumph do for you? So duchy is +3 up to 34, and then the triumph on that is up to 38. Maybe it's Duchy Triumph. That's just so many points. Like, I think it's pretty hard. So, okay, so Jack Crispy declines to go for the Triumph. So now, Teak can grab 9 points up to 32, but that's losing. So, Teak will take Duchy Triumph. Yeah, it's actually kind of interesting with commentary because I like I need to be in a game. It doesn't matter um, whether I'm the one playing or not. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Well, I know that the two players just I know Teak and Uras just finished. Wait, no, it was Jack Crispy. Sorry. Let's see. Let's find a table that's starting, and if someone volunteers to play me, I could maybe sneak a win. See. Let's see if Teak wants to play Uras. So Teak's typing. I don't know, I'm just gonna go for it. Let's go. I'll play Uras, let's go. Alright, so we got Chapel board. I'll just click on Chapel. You almost always click on Chapel. What else is going on here? There's Kiln, which looks quite good. I like Mountain Village. So we're gonna want to get to Outpost pretty quickly. I guess I could go for a cavalry, right? So if I go for cavalry, then I'm guaranteed to have Chapel on top. I could even draw the Chapel. The horses are kind of nice. Not used to cavalry Chapel openings, but I think I like the distribution of things that happen if I purchase the cavalry. Cool. So I'm gonna hit 3 next turn. Oh, no, I hit 2 with the cavalry. That's different. Cool. Cool, so Jack Crispy can fill in too, depending on how the games go. Cool, so I've trashed one copper so far. So if I trash these 2, then I have 4 left in my deck. I do have some horses down here. I know that my top card's a horse, or like it's gonna be horse copper. I don't need the copper since I'm just buying a silver, so I'll play this cavalry. Click on silver. I have 4 copper in my deck right now. What's it? So my bottom cards are like copper, a couple of horses, a cavalry, 2 estates. Okay. So it would be very nice to draw those estates. I think I'm also... Yeah, I think that I want to do this. I have 2 estates on the bottom. I really think that I need to... Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh, I have 2 points from Obelisk. Wow. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna undo that. Like, obviously that was just terrible play, but um, it is what it is. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I want the horses over trashing, and now maybe I'll just take the gold. That was embarrassing. Um, that was really embarrassing, but that's fine. I think I'm gonna go for... Yeah, so now the next question is, do I want the kiln, or do I want or do I want the mountain? Like do I want the outpost, or might want an outpost next? Sort of like tricky. That was really embarrassing. We are really gonna pretend that that whole situation didn't happen. Um, Kind of feeling Mountain Village before Outpost, because I do have this cavalry that I want to keep playing, I think. Maybe the cavalry is just bad. Um, Not sure in Tragic Hero. Wow, just that. Man, my bottom 2 cards are estates. That's a classic. Um, yeah, playing slower gives you more error correction, but sometimes it's fun to just click on cards. Okay, so we do hit the Mountain Village. That's good. And let's... Yeah, I think Outpost has to be better than anything else here. So let's see. I think I want to purchase a kiln here, and then maybe go for a kiln on my gold next turn. I think I'm totally clean. I think Iras still has copper. Is there some sort of like strange loop that we can do? I guess we can kiln for kiln. I guess kiln for kiln is a loop, right? So we can kiln for kiln. We can kiln for mountain village. Um, I don't think that there's like a pure loop in the sense of the word loop. Let, let's see. Let's see. Can I make it in with 1 game? Currently, 1 win makes top 4. I am so tempted to just like win 1 game and see if I can hold on 5 points. Um, Although I don't know, like Iris could definitely win here. Um, I do feel good in that like I have a thin deck, so like that always feels good. You know, that always feels good. Mm. Okay. And I think I'll go. Yeah, I think I'll go for Kiln. Like I could go. Like I don't really need a Tragic Hero or anything, do I? Okay, so we'll play this. Play this. Uh, Guess I'll play this. Okay, cool. I guess I could Kiln. I get a buy if I copy the cavalry, but because I definitely need like a mountain village, right? Like I definitely need a mountain village. But like, does an extra buy really do anything for me? Not really. Yeah, maybe I'll just take the gold. I guess I'll take a free gold. I don't know. Oh yeah, maybe I'll take the gold and then I'll go for the cavalry this turn. Yeah, we'll see. So currently the standings for top five are 25 points, 25 points. Xerix and Assemble Me both 5-0. Then Minion Pawn, Quash, OG, and Jack Crispy King. Um, and fourth and fifth are both at 5 points. So I definitely need mountain villages here. Like that's for sure. Um, I might want Tragic Hero over Council Room. It's kind of close, but I definitely need mountain villages. And Eris is up 4-1 on mountain villages, so I'll need to see how many mountain villages I can pick up here. I should be able to pick up at least 3 if I draw. So if I am able to pick up 3 mountain villages, then we have a like a split in the mountain villages that isn't great, but probably sustainable. Okay. And we just have an outpost coming out from Eros. Uh, well, oh, I could just buy a cavalry, right? But that doesn't do anything for me, right? Like, do I want free gold? I guess I'll take free gold because it's like kind of hard to get free gold, but I'm actually not at all convinced that I want it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I just need to keep taking. I think I just need to take mountain villages, because if I don't take the mountain villages, there's like a very good chance that I don't get them. I wonder, well, okay, like there was that turn where I thought my bottom 2 cards were estates and I horsed into them. Like, we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that. Okay, so I have 3 mountain villages now. If Uras is able to cut mountain villages, I could be in a lot of trouble. I do have a lot of gold, so I can just click on provinces and hope for the best. Ooh, this is very, very good for me. Let's see, okay, so 28 horses, so probably the only 2 horses. Oh, okay, Eurus does have the Eurus is able to cavalry into outpost. That's a save for them. And they should be able to mountain village into tragic heroes. Or at least one tragic hero, right? They're probably mountain villaging for mountain village right now with only 3 cards in hand. And so, okay, they got a horse, and now they're probably playing tragic kiln. Nice kiln for tragic hero. Okay. So I think this position is likely winning for Eras. Let's see, 8 could be cavalry. Has Eras trashed 3 cavalry? Yes. Okay, so we'll go here. Oh wow, I don't have any, or if I do have horses, they're not there. Okay, let's grab this. Let's grab, I don't know, let's play this. And cool. Okay. Let's grab outpost. Let's grab. Okay, so there's only 1 mountain village left. Maybe I need. Maybe I want Mountain Village and Tragic Hero. Okay. Okay. Cavalry. Like, I could just buy Province. Like, do I want to mess around? I have a bunch of gold. Could stick a bunch of, like, cavalry in my deck. Maybe I do want to mess around. Let's see if... Actually, no. You know, I'm willing to just try a Province. Like, I have a bunch of gold. Iris doesn't. There aren't that many points around. Like I'm limited by the number of mountain villages that I can have. Let's see what the mountain village split is. Okay, let's see. Gains 2. One. So I think 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I think I have 5. Okay. That's cool. I have 5. Cool. Okay, so Tracer's playing, so kind of regardless, it'd be fun to watch Tracer play. So the other thing that's fun about Quarantine Cup is that if you set up a situation where there's like a multi-way tie, um, for making it into the top 4, like so there's a multi-way tie for 4th, you get to play a multiplayer game, which is like the best part. Uh, so so I but like the ideal situation would be having like a multi-way tie. Um, yeah, like I'd allow Iris to undo. So 4, that could be cavalry. Like cavalry's points. I think we're 5 to 5 on 5 to 5 on. Oh, I think Iris skipped on 4. That's interesting. Um, maybe I'll take like. I guess I can always grab outpost with the next one, right? Maybe I'll take. So 3. Maybe I'll take outpost. Maybe I'll play a horse. Do I want to? Well, oh, no. Oh, I can pick up the cavalry. That makes sense. Maybe I'll pick up the gold. I certainly don't think I mind having another gold. Gold seems good to me. I'll click on province. I could also see running the cavalry and running the tragic heroes, but okay. Cool. I think I'll take a cavalry. It's points, and who knows what happens here. Let's see. Here, okay, so tragic hero. I don't think I want. I don't think I want to trade in the Tragic Hero for the gold. I think like Tragic Hero is better than gold. Okay. I think I want the cavalry. Do I want to play the horse? I guess I'll try the horse. I don't know. Oh shoot, my deck's like all horses. But at least these bottom cards aren't. Okay. I'll take the gold. I like gold. So now I have 12. Um, I guess I could go cavalry to like stack a bunch of horses on top. Whatever. It's points. Oh, okay. Well, now I also get to play one of these guys. Maybe I'll go like silver and province. I don't really know, but this is like a lot of points. Okay. Um I might try like popping my I'm pretty sure I can double. Um it's not really clear if I can like triple, but if I grab like points are running out on the board or like reasonably obtainable points. And I think that my deck should be able to limp sort of like regardless of what of like how many like if I had like 3 or 4 stop cards, I still think this deck has enough gold that I can kind of limp through to a l- like sort of limp to a problem like to hit 8 to empty provinces. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop at one I think I'm gonna stop at 1-0 on the argument that stopping with one win maximizes the chance of a tie for 4th place, which is the best possible outcome of a quarantine cup. Um, okay, so now minion pawn wants to play, so I will watch whoever plays minion pawn. I think I might be I think minion pawn really wants to play small. I could play minion pawn, but I don't want then like I'd rather have a tie for 4th. Okay. Okay. So minion pawn is facing Marchok. All right. So oh wow. Okay. Perfect. We now have a 4-way tie for 4th place. So I hope uh I hope we can hold that up. So let's look at the board. I'll do the kingdom view. So we've got so druid boons are earth, sky, and forest. We've got junking the swamp hag, trashing the trading post, trade routes, draw with sheepdog nobles, village with hunting lodge. Um, hmm. Not entirely clear to me what you want to do here. Um, I guess you're gonna need Hunting Lodge for actions, right? So if you're gonna do Hunting Lodge for actions, maybe you want to play with Disappearing Coin. But there's not that much good Disappearing Coin unless you count like Trade Route, which could be okay. Um, hmm. Maybe there's some Sheepdog thing, but in order to trigger Sheepdog, you need Druid or Armory. So I think the engine's fairly weak and involves a bunch of Hunting Lodges. So Xerix comes in and says Sky Druid Sheepdog Money, obviously. Like, I'm pretty sure Xerix is being sarcastic, but I don't even like if if Swamp Hag wasn't around, I think I could consider something like that. Is he being sarcastic? Are you? I don't know. Like I've less experience with the new cards. So if you play Druid, you discard 3 cards. So you play Druid, you gain a gold. And then the Sheepdog triggers. Okay, so then you play the Sheepdog. I guess you could Earth's Gift. It seems terrible. I don't know. Okay. Xerix doesn't know if he's being sarcastic or not. I don't think it's quite good enough, right? Like I think you have estates and stuff. Like I think one problem is if you don't draw a druid, like if you draw 2 or 3 sheepdogs without druid, like the sheepdogs like don't do anything because you don't get any cards to hand. So I don't. No, and like you could just play like Hunting Lodge Trading Post money, or like it's not money, but you could play Hunting Lodge like minion and Trading Post to turn your copper and estates into silvers, and maybe you play with Horde and Nobles. Actually, you know what you could do? You could just play Hunting Lodge's Village, Nobles for draw, maybe add a Horde to gain gold. Probably trash with Trading Posts, or trash with. I think I like trashing with Trading Post over Trade Route because you want the silver anyway, I think. And then you just have yeah, and then you just play a village smithy engine where your village just costs 5 and your smithy costs 6. But I think that's fine. Like you still draw everything. Xerix is saying some idea is really bad. I don't know which idea is being called bad. But there's a lot of bad ideas you can do on this board, and because the decks don't get that great, um, I'm just not sure it's better than Hunting Lodge and Swamp Hag. I guess you could just play with a bunch of Swamp Hags. Like I'm not opposed to that. Yeah, I suppose the question really comes down to draw. Like, do you want to draw uh do you want to draw everything and play with treasures, like have treasures draw everything, or do you want to play with disappearing coins and hunting lodges? I kind of like playing the overpriced draw with treasures, and I definitely like trading post a lot here. I would 100% have a trading post. How has only one hunting lodge been bought? I think Hunting Lodge is necessary here because if you don't play with Hunting Lodge, you're not really drawing at all, and you're not really trashing and all of that. Oh, they're playing Druid. Oh, 4 Druids have been bought. Okay, so maybe they're going for some sort of like Druid thing. Oh, they have Horde. Okay, they're playing some money thing. Yeah, I think the problem with the money thing is that the is that if someone's playing a Hunting Lodge deck, they could just stick 3 or 4 Swamp Hags into their deck, and then like you take 10 curses. But that has not happened. So we have a Druid Mirror. A lot of gold coming out. Is that going to be another Druid? Are you... Okay, I like the skip. I like the skip. So... Province, Noble Sheepdog. Honestly, the way... Okay, it is Noble Sheepdog. I don't mind Province given the way the decks are now. Looks like Marchok family also takes... Well, it takes Silver Nobles. Silver Nobles might be better than Sheepdog Nobles. So Minion Pawn... Oh, goes Nobles Gold. Okay. I think, yeah, Minion Pawn seems to have a lot of Nobles. Minion Pawn has the Hunting Lodges. I think Minion Pawn's in pretty good shape. Silver coming out for Marchok family. See, maybe we can have draw with Nobles. Huh, I'd probably go Swamp Hag, right? Yeah, I suppose if you play the trade route, you'd go up to 12. And there's not too much to buy for 4. So this is going to be Province Gold for Minion Pawn. Probably hold the loan. Yep. Okay, so Minion Pawn has a 2-province lead here. Marchok family has a tough decision. It's probably Nobles. Yeah, but it looks like Minion Pawn is running away with this one. Likely going to be able to pick up province here. And that'll put Minion Pawn at... Well, let's just look at the score. 33 to 15. 32 to 15 because of Swamp Hag. So Marchok family is going to need to pick up something like 3 provinces in a row before Minion Pawn scores. So this is, yeah, this is, I think this is pretty much over now. Very difficult to score at 18 without very hard for these decks to score 18 on duchies. Yeah, and that's another win for Minion Pawn. So it looks like Lapik has a table. Let's check this one out. Okay, so this is turn 6, so we're coming in. Let's look at the board. So the board has Horn, but it's kind of tough to draw. Captain is terminal and doesn't do much. So it looks like mostly like a Baker or Treasure Trove kind of thing. Projects and Landmarks, Citadel, probably buy it. Doesn't, like you could Citadel your Baker, get some coin tokens. March could be interesting, like on the opening. So in this game, the openings were, wow, RTT opened Captain. In case you don't know, I believe that Captain has this is RTT. RTT is actually featured in the art, so RTT is obligated to open Captain. And Lapik marches the Catapult. Ooh, but the problem with marching Catapult is you hit RTT's 2-hand, I believe. Oh, okay, but Lapik trashes in a state. That's logical. Okay. So going forward, Lapik grabs a silver, RTT grabs a catapult, Lapik grabs a dungeon, RTT captains the catapult, marches another catapult. Okay, so they're getting thin. Lapik grabs another catapult. RTT grabs a silver. Lapik grabs a nothing. RTT grabs a silver. So a bunch of silver coming out. Lapik grabs a silver. RTT grabs a silver. So mostly like catapult attacks. RTT gains a gold with a dismantle from the captain. RTT grabs a second captain, so now there's RTT has two RTTs in his deck, so we've got some time loop problems right here. Um, Lapik does not grab a captain because Lapik's face is not featured on the card, and they are playing fast. They're playing like about as fast as I'm reading the log. All right. So cool. So it looks like Lapik has picked up a treasure trove. That must have been recent. Um, and yeah, so I think you really want to take Citadel in first 8. Um, but besides that, I think you just kind of with dungeon and stuff. I think that probably the switch to I think that the switch to greening basically I think that these decks can tolerate provinces fairly well just because you can't really draw, you can't really chain actions. So like provinces are going to hurt you too much, especially with dungeons. So I don't mind, um, you know, I don't. I think I like picking up province on second 8. So RTT already has Citadel, so I would pick up province here as RTT. Yeah, pretty much for sure. Like I can't like what's the second best card? Like captain over province? No. Ooh, dismantle? That is cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Maybe you bishop the second one. Maybe you bishop the second one for points. Yeah. Citadel captain is not the. Well, it's kind of messy. Because that happens, right? Because normally you want a Citadel like the best action in your hand, but if you have a duration captain, you have to Citadel for cost. Okay, our RTT goes dismantle, dismantle, bishop. Is that a bug? That might be a bug because I don't really know why. Oh, you know what it is? I think did he Citadel the captain? Gotcha. Okay. So RTT Citadel the captain. So the captain got played twice. So the first action that RTT plays dismantle gets played twice, and the second one, which is bishop, gets played once. So I think that it's kind of weird, but yeah, but like you can actually like with Citadel Captain Bishop, you can actually like gain a bunch of stuff. RTT might actually want to play with Horn or Treasure Trove. Yeah, he does. He takes a Treasure Trove. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I think that so in Equilibrium, I guess you got like a single, like if you have a pair of rotating captains, you get like one bishop play on the first one, and then on the duration turn, you'd get like a double bishop play. Let's see. Oh no. Jack Crispy King is actually at 10 points in third. Okay. So it actually looks like 5 points is not going to be good enough for top four. So my dreams of a four-way, of like a multi-way tie for fourth place are dead. That's okay. We can just commentate the top four. I think if I were to play one more and win, I could get as high as third in the standings. But like what's making top four of a tournament if you don't need to play, a six-player swindler game to sneak in. So in any case, RTT's deck looks quite nice. He's clean. He's giving out curses. Lapik. RTT is up 12 victory point tokens, going for provinces. Can cleanly bishop the provinces. So I think it shows that RTT has plenty of experience with RTT captain. Does RTT have captain on like cards or something, or no? Okay, so it's playing with dislike and ban list, not a like list. So let's see if RTT. So currently it's 10 points. So it's 5 points for a win, minus 3 points for a loss. Currently it's 10 points to make it into the top four. Looks like about 15 players. So, but like if RTT, like time is about to be up. There's like 1 minute on the clock. So for RTT to make it, he would need he would need Lapik to resign and find a new game in like the next 60 seconds or so. And I think that for RTT and Lapik, this is both of their first games in the tournament. Okay, so this is unlikely to this match isn't going to affect the top four. See, so with captain, I guess you play captain. I would play bishop. All right, that's time is up. That's. I guess it's 2 hours now. 2 hour playoff. Wait, did RTT not play captain? Oh, RTT. Wait. Did RTT not play captain because he would need to double play it and get rid of province? That's so funny. Oh man. Does that mean that you're supposed to like skip Citadel? No, like you can't. Like I don't know. Like Citadel just seems. Wait, no. He wouldn't have. Why did he skip? Oh, is he worried about like? Oh, interesting. Because captain on this board, you're actually required to trash 2 cards. Interesting. Um. Yeah, but I think RTT has a guaranteed win next turn because of the coin tokens. So Lapik can sneak back up to 32, which is fairly close on points, but it's not good enough. Sorry, like 30. All right. Most trap captain board ever. RGD has to buy it, you know? Like his art is on the card captain. Tracer for minion pawn. Alright, so this it looks like so I'm hearing that this is the match for the last slot. So yep. So whoever wins this one is gonna get fourth. It's between well actually if minion pawn wins, minion pawn moves up to third. It's a Xerix with a nice 6-0, 30 points, first place. Assemble Me with a 5-1, 22 points. Jaw Crispy King, late start, 10 points, third place. And Minion Pawn at 8 points, or like with a win would move up to 13 points in third place. If Tracer wins, Tracer will bump up to 10 points and be tied with Jaw Crispy King for third. So actually, Jaw Crispy King is currently in third, but will either be tied for third or in fourth, depending on the outcome of this match. Oh, Assemble Me and Chess Tick are playing right now. So Chess Tick is at 6. So if Chess Tick wins, Chess Tick goes up to 11. Okay, so as there is another match outstanding, anyone at 10 points is not safe. How does Tracer have so many cards in hand? Oh, Way of the Squirrel. Okay, so Way of the Squirrel gives you. I'll go to Kingdom View for people who don't know all the cards. Way of the Squirrel is 2 cards at end of turn, which gets countered pretty hard by Margrave. Conclave is the village. You can draw. Looks like they're playing a treasure over Grave Robber, right? Oh, someone has a Grave Robber. Minion Pawn has a Grave Robber. Stables, very good. Yeah, Stables is gone. Looks like 1 wedding per player. Couple silver. So it looks like they're mostly just drawing and then going for. I don't think the decks could really double Province as they stand, but they can like hit, between 10 and 14 pretty well. Yeah, 5 points isn't going to be enough. I was hoping the 5 points would be enough, and if 5 points was enough, we'd have like a multi-way play-in, but not today. Okay. So this is looking quite good for Tracer, I would say. Yeah, I can Conclave Margrave. I think there's a chance Tracer double. Yeah, Tracer is going to double, actually. Yeah. Yeah, 16. So Tracer doubles. That's 2 provinces. And Minion Pawn's toast. Like, what Minion Pawn can play to is Minion Pawn can play to Tracer picking up what I like to call the Mick Seanock hand, which is, 4 stables, no treasures. And if that happens, then maybe Minion Pawn can pick up enough duchies over the course of few turns, but it's pretty unlikely. Oh, and instead, Minion Pawn picks up the Mick Seanock hand. Oh no. So yeah, Tracer's got it. Minion Pawn taps into GG. So that I think Minion Pawn might have had a very strong showing early. I forget. But Minion Pawn is now 4 and 5, 7 points eliminated. Tracer's up to 10 points, tied with. Let's see if we can. Is Jaw Crispy King still playing? Jaw Crispy King is not playing. Um, so I think. Yeah, I think we're just kind of waiting on the standings. Let's see. So Assemble Me defeated Chestic. Okay, so Assemble Me is even stronger. Okay, so it looks like so the final so it looks like Tracer and Jaw Crispy King are tied for third. Xerx and Assemble Me have 30 and 27 points. All right, and Tracer wins the coin flip to get third. Okay, so Tracer needs a 3-minute break. So Xerx versus Jaw Crispy King is the first game that's going to happen. All right, so all right, Xerx is currently undefeated with 6 wins. See how this goes. Yeah, Xerx is of course a very good player, so I think Xerx is definitely feels good. Like, definitely feels good to go undefeated in the Swiss rounds. Gives you some confidence. Gives you the player 1 seed. So it feels pretty good generally. So looking at this board, Academy means actions won't be an issue. Makes Slay a bit better. The trashing is Amulet upgrade. Velostone's unplayable. I guess you can trash with Apprentice too. The plus buy is Ducat, and I guess you have like Herald. So the hardest thing to get is like payload, right? There's really not much payload here. Maybe you want to upgrade horses into heralds. That seems kind of good. That's probably worth it actually. I think it's better than like gold and ducat. So I'd probably go for that. You could also upgrade the silvers from amulet into herald. So kind of like getting a little bit of upgrade gaining going. Just like a moderate amount, maybe 1 or 2 upgrades. Then I guess you have to play a big herald stack with nobles and stuff. And yeah, with nobles you're definitely going to want academy. So into the game we have Poacher Amulet for Xerx, which looks nice. Poacher Silver for Jaw Crispy King. Looks like with the intention of hitting upgrade, which Jaw Crispy King gets on turn 3. Xerx goes for an early academy. That's interesting. I probably wouldn't have picked it up that early myself, but I don't mind it. Does mean that Xerx could have picked up Amulet or something there without much worry. So it looks like Jaw Crispy King is upgrading, probably turning the estate into something like an amulet, a silver. I don't know. I would probably take an amulet. Trashes the copper. Interesting. That's really interesting. And now hits 4. Could be Poacher, could be Herald, depending. I would probably take Herald. I think the decks are definitely heading toward the decks are definitely gonna head toward a point where Herald is good. Xerx hits 4 and buys a Slay. That is very interesting. That explains the early academy. Slay is just a pretty good Dominion card. I guess the horses. Oh, I guess gaining the horses. The horses are actually villages, right? So, huh. With Academy, you play Slay, you get +2 actions. Wow, so Slay is like a. Is Slay Lost City? I think Slay might actually be Lost City. That's crazy. Okay. Yep. Well, this is Xerx's good call. RTT says if Lost City is duration draw. Yeah, it's the duration Lost City. It's like a city, but you lost it, so you don't get to draw the cards until next turn, which is when you find it. Clearly, clearly. Uh, all right. Yeah, I think that I think the thing that Xerx is doing is pretty cute. I didn't realize quite how good the horses are with Academy. Um, but the other nice thing about what Xerx is doing is that after this is all said and done, like, oh, this is really curious. Yeah, like so Xerx can just go into upgrade and then like start upgrading the horses into upgrade. So I think that this buy like 100% needs to be an upgrade. Has to be an upgrade Xerx. There we go. Yeah. And so yeah, and so now like you have these slaves and they're like cities that are lost, not lost cities, cities that are lost. And you can gain these horses that you don't really need, but you can upgrade the horse into potion and then upgrade the potion into upgrade and then upgrade. So it's sort of like it reminds me a little bit of Fortress Upgrade. The difference being that this is a lot worse than Fortress Upgrade. It's much slower. You need to play 2 upgrades to get another upgrade, and you need to like bin. Yeah, it's just much worse than Fortress Upgrade, but it's still super good. Wow, I did not. I was like vaguely aware that like or you heard me. You heard me at the beginning. This is being recorded, so I said, oh, I think it would be cute to play with Slay and Amulet and upgrade. But I'd stop at 2. I think given what I'm seeing here, like I wouldn't stop at 2. I would just empty the upgrade pile, just go for it. Is this a bad analogy podcast? Of course it's a bad analogy podcast. Like this is going to be my big break. I'm going to Hollywood. All right. Well, okay, enough bad jokes for one day. Um, let's see. Yeah, so yeah, okay. So okay, I'm not going to worry about who's going to win this game anymore. I'm just going to look at all the cool stuff that Xerx is doing. Oh, and then with Slay, yeah, this is good. Because you play Slay, you discard a Slay, the horse goes to hand, and then you play the horses to redraw the Slay. This is gorgeous. All right. I don't even know how all these horses are coming into Xerx's hand, to be honest. But they're ending up there. So this is 9. It's probably Slay upgrade. Yeah, see, no, it is a lost city, right? It is a lost city because you like play the Slay to gain the 2 horses, and then you discard your other Slay to put the horses in hand. This is like a very, very Christmassy deck right here. Slay with Academy is completely bonkers. Yeah, it is. I did not. I have not played Slay Academy before, and now I know to play with Slay Academy. Yep. Christmas before Thanksgiving when Slay Academy is around. It's just all the presents. All the presents. Our tree is going up tomorrow. All right. So sort of like a random real life story. So I'm in Southern California, so it's like sunny with palm trees. And I came across this hotel that sort of as a novelty had like pine trees and like fake snow. It just looked like it was from like a normal sort of like temperate region of the country that got snow, and it was just really funny to see this like ski lodge in the middle of Southern California. But it's the Christmas spirit, you know. All right, so it looks really good for Xerix. 24 villagers, a bunch of sleighs. I think they're probably just like the silvers start getting upgraded into heralds. The heralds start getting upgraded into upgrades, and it's the gain and play thing. So RTT is saying that villagers don't matter. It's style points, RTT. It's style points, right? If you can get up to triple digit villagers, like your opponent's going to be so intimidated. You know, like it's just, like it's about making a statement, okay? It's about making a statement. And remember, I did say that I'm not worrying about who wins this game anymore. I'm just looking at all the cool things that Xerix is doing. Like that's what's going on here, okay? Click, click, click. The poacher unfortunately discards now. Do you want to slay that upgrade? Nope. So Xerix is currently not drawing. I wouldn't mind something like, yeah, I was just going to say nobles. I probably would take Herald on 4. Although I can't fault Xerix for not taking Herald on 4 if Xerix wants to save those ducats for provinces later. Yeah, I do think that the optimal or like the deck that goes the biggest probably like uses slaves to produce a lot of horses like we're seeing. Maybe uses amulet to produce silver actually. Maybe producing silver with amulet's good too. And then the silver from the amulet primarily. Yeah, maybe you keep all the horses and then you have amulets. Use the amulets to generate silver, and then you upgrade the amulet silver up into more upgrades and nobles. I think I would do that. So apparently it's pronounced ducat. I think I've been calling it ducat because it's like a pretty cool cat, you know. It is a gold coin, formerly current in most European countries. Gold or silver trade coin. It is a ducat. Okay, I learned something. Yeah, but wouldn't it be cool if instead of being a coin, it was actually a cat? All right, so Xerix is at 39 villagers and is going into green. I'm kind of convinced that Xerix could have built up for longer here. Adding nobles and upgrades actually like scores you some points. I'm certainly not going to fault. Like I think that taking province also has to be winning. But I think from like a strictly like from like a playing the finals of a large tournament perspective, I would prefer building up for a bit longer. Yeah, yeah. That's a good point. Like actually what's the implementation of villagers? Wait, villagers. Um, the villager Matt. I wonder if the physical game has like a finite number of villager tokens. I think it does. They're supposed to be infinite even in physical. Okay. So Xerix is doing cool stuff. I think Xerix is starting to get to the point where the I think Xerix is starting to get to the point where the deck's starting to take off. Multiplier tokens, wow. Yeah, I probably would have spent a horse to see the next hand. So it looks like Jaw Crispy King is mirroring with gold. So Jaw Crispy King has gold on Xerix, which like Jaw Crispy King can double here. Um, can also upgrade Herald into upgrade. Um, into Duchy. Okay, it takes the Duchy. Interesting. This is probably double, or is this? Like, it could just be triple nobles. Like, what would happen if you just took triple nobles? Maybe I'm misunderstanding this, but to me it seems really nice to just like take the nobles before greening. So, in other news, Tracer has won the other semifinals match, so congrats to Tracer. Um, and so winner of this will face Tracer. Tracer will be back in 6 to 8 minutes. Yeah, like this could be double noble. I think I like double nobles in this position. What? Triple duchy? That's like the pure points play. It could be good. Like the thing about the horse stacks is that you don't actually need horses on the last turn. So this is gonna get rather tricky. Yeah, so Jaw Crispy King doubles now. I think the duchies are good, but like it's just not immediately like to me it's not immediately clear whether a nobles or a duchy is better. So I would need to stop and think about the balance between nobles and duchies. So Jack Crispy King can fairly easily double, but Xerix can do better than that. Oh, but like what Jack Crispy King can do is like grab a duchy and then double. Yeah, that might be. I think duchy plus double leaves Jack Crispy King up by 13. I think Xerix can. I think Xerix's average draw hits more than 13. Like those duchies hurt. Are those duchies in Xerix's draw pile or discard? They're in Xerix's discard, so Xerix probably has a lot of gas coming up. 18 horses out of supply. Yeah, this is a very difficult spot for Jack Crispy King. Um, oh, the I was gonna say this seems like a terrible time to play, or like an inconvenient time to play an upgrade, and I think part of it is, I think a lot of it is the Herald hit the upgrade, so Jack Crispy King needs to make a decision before having full information at the end of the turn. Poacher to Duchy would be my default play, yeah. I guess you could also get rid of, like, getting rid of Herald is also totally fine. Poacher does give you the one extra coin. No, you probably want Herald's probably better than Poacher. I don't know. Cannot he triple? I guess we can check. Like, let's see. So he has 3, 13, 16, 17. It would be tough. Like, depends. Like, does does Jack Crispy King have like stuff in his discard? Like he shuffled. Okay. Yeah. So I don't think. Yeah, I don't think he can triple. So minion pawn is counting and says 22 coins is max. Um, yeah, I don't think Jack Crispy King has yeah, last card is not gold. There's only 2 gold out of the supply. RTT, no, you spoiled it. You spoiled it. Oh, upgrade Duchy to gold. Wow. Okay, Truffles has the good ideas. So if we do that, if we do Duchy to gold, then that's so that would be 15 in treasures plus the amulet, which is, call it 16, 17, 20. Yeah, maybe that was right. Like, does anyone know, is the bottom card a silver? So, okay. So Jack Crispy King could have whatever he has plus +4, right? So Jack Crispy King could have 4 coins on top of this. Okay, so it's 23. Okay, so very well calculated. I don't think so, right? Like, cause what happened with the amulet? Did the amulet gain a silver? Gain a silver? I think it's 23, right? Because Jack Crispy hit 19. Yeah, was there an extra coin? It could have been squeezed out somewhere. Okay. So it actually like this really looks like a triple to me, just gut feeling. So that's 17 in coins for amulet silver. Yeah, this is a triple. Couple ways to do it. Silver. Gain silver. Tracer is back. Really interesting one. So the moral of the story is if you see Slay and you see Academy, purchase a bunch of Slays. So congrats to Xerix. Basing Tracer. I think that these are some repeat champions. Let me check the pinned message for... Well, let me join the table. Oh. Okay, looks like we're heading to this table. Let's see. So Xerix has won twice, and Tracer has won 6 times. Okay. Darn. For a while, I was keeping up with Tracer, but Tracer is just running away with this. Yeah, Xerix won the villager split, which means that Xerix had some style points. So Tracer is playing to be the first 7-time Quarantine Cup champion. Mouse is Lurker. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Wait. Wait, oh. So if you Lurker a fortress and then fortress the lurk, like, what? Wait, don't, wait. So okay, I'm gonna block the kingdom and just, so Mouse is Lurker. So if you Lurker a fortress and then fortress the, yeah, it's happening. You just, wait, don't you just, the first time you have an action in hand, don't you just gain every single fortress? Because you just Lurker the fortress and the fortress goes in the hand, and then you, oh, no. You run out of actions, right? You run, no, you don't. Just one action gains every single fortress. Lurker Fortress Autopilot. Yeah, like what is going on? These are A-League players here. Like, you just play an action and gain every single fortress, and then you win the game. Like, I've never seen this before, but, like, you know, my brain exploded the instant I saw, like, Mouse Fortress nonsense. Surely, like, someone will realize this, right? Like, we're talking... Yeah, like it's fair, like it's obvious, right? Like, is like, I think someone's just gonna realize and just take all the fortresses and just immediately win the game. Um, yep. All right, Xerix did it. All right, I love it. All right. There we go. Wait, but then Xerix, like, Xerix does all that, but then they don't. But then they. Oh well, okay, no. I guess they don't. I guess they don't. Shouldn't they play the fortress? Shouldn't they play the fortress before they go ship? Maybe they didn't want to trigger their shuffle. I don't know, but all right, I'm happy. I'm happy now. Xerix is like, yeah, it's pretty good. All right. So Xerix has all the fortresses now. That's going to be a problem for Tracer. It's actually not as big a problem as you would imagine because of Page. Because Champion will come in and nullify the actions. So I actually think the Tracer probably still has some game. see if Xerix can pick up a copper. Does. Like, Xerix might be able to Duchy Rush here. Like, actually, wait. Xerix, with all these fortresses, like, Xerix here has 6 lurker plays. It's not unreasonable for Xerix to win this turn. Not unreasonable in the slightest. Yeah, because 7 lurker plays. I guess, will that be like silver stables? Silver ghost ship? Silver stables? Stables? Stable silver, the ultimate combo? Wow, yeah. This is another, like, I haven't seen mouse lurker fortress. I guess it's fairly unlikely, right? Because you need to roll away the mouse. You need mouse to hit specifically lurker. And you need fortress to be in the kingdom. So it's like a 3-card combo. Um, yeah, so given the presence of, wow, this is Tracer is actually only 1 action card away from winning, because yeah, if Tracer has 5 actions in hand, he just empties stables and wins on the spot. So this is maybe did I was looking at a win on pages, but maybe no, Xerix probably didn't have a win on stables, but this is this is getting awfully close. Xerix, so Tracer buys an estate. Tracer realizes that this game is gonna end before champion. Okay. Xerix, like, I would slow down if I was Xerix, because this game is very close to over. I think it actually. Well, top deck stable silver. Draw the stables. Wait, what? Well, this is Province. Province is very hard to beat as Tracer. Like, Tracer is gonna have trouble hitting 8. But the idea here is that because every action is lurker, um, you know, 4 actions here is a pile out. So if okay, so stables here, develop into stables, draw stables. Stable silver, draw stables, play stables. Not quite. Okay, this is a win if Xerix goes lurker on stables. Okay, Xerix declines the pile out. All right, having some fun. Um, I think you'll see it though. Like, it's okay. I'm gonna call, like, I think Xerix is gonna realize that he can lurker the stables away and win, but I don't think he's gonna do it until he gets to the end of his turn. Wait. Okay, he sees it now. Cool. All right. Well, congrats to Xerix. That is 3rd win for Xerix. I'm just gonna look at the standing. So Tracer got 2nd this week. Congrats to Jaw Crispy King and Assemble Me for top 4ing. And thanks for everyone for watching. Just a reminder, Quarantine Cup runs on Saturdays and Sundays. Check the Dominion Discord, and thanks for watching. See you soon.